Hello, hello. We are back on that beach. Oh, we're back on this beach. Yo, guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Shout out to all members and people who support me on Patreon, by the way. Your name is on this screen right now. We're on the beach, which means we're on Vendetta, and we've got none other than ExCaL down in the south with the purple GLA Vanilla. All the way up in the north against him today is OE ViViD. I don't know why I always say OE ViViD and I don't say OE ExCaL. I don't know what's wrong with me about that. We've got ViViD with the USA Air Force. So a significantly stronger army here, I think, for ViViD. And this is a set, again, by the way, this is set number 2 between these two players. I know I've only just recently uploaded one between these two players, but this is basically set number 2, or so I'm led to believe, or what I found on Gentle. And yeah, I've got probably 500 replays sat on my hard drive between other top players, but I'm excited to see this one and see what is the outcome, because we're basically talking about potential number 1 player and number 2 player in the world, perhaps. ViViD is ultra strong and ultra solid, and so is ExCaL. So down in the south, ExCaL is going for a tech RPG with some terrorists and a worker inside of there. He is sending an RPG forward to see if there is Comanches or if there are any Raptors. He is going to hit the power plant. Almost takes out a V, but not quite. So far, all ExCaL is killed is the power plant. We just slow down the air a little bit, but he's just going to rebuild it and continue making the Vs, not being economically harassed, which is very difficult to do against air, by the way. And he has not lost any Vs or the war factor, any production. But his production has been slowed because of the power plant is having to be rebuilt. ExCaL dropping down the 3rd supply very, very quick. And ExCaL is looking on point, to be honest. He will be wanting to get revenge after the last set. I won't spoil the score. I've just spoiled the result, though, haven't I? But hopefully you've watched set number 1 already. 3rd supply up very, very quick. I think that's a key for GLA, especially against Air Force or against anything really at a top level, is getting that 3rd supply nice and quick. ExCaL wants to put on the pressure, wants to try and get some damage done. ViViD brings in the Chinooks to deflect the missiles. Brings them in just enough to deflect the RPGs, and then ViViD will clear up these quads, and that is a very nice defense from ViViD so far. He's not messing around here, is he? ExCal's also got a quad over on the left-hand side and harassing these Chinooks. I always say in sets, when you're playing like a best of 11, when you're playing a best of 13, when you're in a tournament, game number 1 always does mean a lot. The mental edge, whether someone thinks they're mentally immune to everything or not, is probably wrong. Everyone subconsciously is affected mentally. I think we're all human, but I think game number 1 does have a big difference. ExCaL is definitely piling on the pressure a hell of a lot. He's got quads in the base. I think the Doze has been picked up. Does get picked off though, but the Vs are continuing across the map. They paused for a second. ViViD has not escaped with a dozer, and the barracks is being hit. ViVid's actually separating his army. He's going to go and close down one of the arms dealers with 3 Vs, and he's also bringing 2 Vs and an ambo back. Microed correctly, ViViD can still win here, even though he's hunted, lost his barracks. As long as he keeps that war factory alive, actually, he can still produce as well. Meanwhile, ExCaL is losing his base. Yeah, ExCal's executed a really decent game here. 1 V more gets picked off there. ViVid's V there still has 3 missile defenders inside of it, so he could still perhaps clear up his base. If that V goes down, you have to give it to ExCaL, I think. 2 quads all fully low, though. That one gets picked off. War factory going down. Yeah, epic base trade here just in the opening minutes. Oh, ViViD might have just thrown the game. Oh no, he's done it. I think he's just won the game. I think he's just done it. Yeah, that engagement there between the last few missile defenders and that quad really meant a hell of a lot. Yeah, that might have won in the game, actually. Terrorists very close to the Vs. This is insane. The fact that ExCaL is building an arms dealer there, right in the Air Force's face, is kind of crazy. ViViD needs to be careful with that V, though. It's very, very low. But this arms dealer has been found. ExCaL has got to be thinking, you know what? This ViViD guy is just an absolute machine. How is he not dead? But ExCal's even got a bit of money in the bank. He's got 4.1k in the bank. He's dropping down a barracks over here. Obviously over on the left. Yeah, ViViD's defense has just been exceptional. I think it did get a bit... ExCal's word would be dicey for ViViD. Heated, let's say. When it came down to the last 3 MDs taking out that quad. It's kind of insane. It's basically just this one quad inside of ViViD's base now. That's all that ExCaL can do. Yeah, barracks there is going to get picked off. ExCaL only has, like, what, 2k? Yeah, he's thrown in the towel, GG. I think that was a really nice attempt there by ExCaL. I thought he'd done it, to be honest. Really, really... Well, you can see, obviously, that's definite high-level play, GLA. Insane aggression. Fast third supply. Did everything he needed to. I struggled to find any mistakes or holes in ExCaL's play there where he could have actually closed it out. Maybe... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just he needed a tiny bit better micro, or maybe one extra tech or something to finish off that V, and he probably would have won the game. It all came down to them 3 missile defenders versus a quad, and that, when we're talking at this high level, that's what it comes down to: a last few units versus the last few units. So crazy. 1-0 for ViViD, which does give him the mental edge in my opinion. But ExCal's got Air Force now, so that's going to be very, very tough. Okay, so moving on to game number 2. We have ExCaL in the north with the USA Air Force in the purple color. Down in the south, we've got ViViD. Almost did it again then, almost called him OOE ViViD. Did you see that massive shadow then from that drone? I'm sure I just saw that. Someone's going to have to slow that down for a second. I'm sure I saw a massive shadow there. Down in the south, we've got ViViD with the Gilet Vanilla. So, ExCaL obviously came fired up to that game there because obviously he lost that previous set. He wanted to come back with revenge. He knows ViViD's good anyway, but he knows he's playing exceptional as of late. So he threw everything there at ViViD and he almost got it, but ViViD still held strong with the most superb defense. So ExCal's got to be thinking, whoa, this guy this guy again is playing like an absolute animal. But it was Air Force though. Air Force is supposed to win against GLA, I think. Especially on this map, it's very hard to stop the Vs coming in. Very, very difficult. Okay, dozer drop here from ExCaL. ViViD's actually gone for a 3 supply build from the very beginning of the game. Dozer's still looking to get some work done. ViViD's been slowed down a bit, but ultimately he's got a 3rd supply up very, very quick. So his economy is greater than ExCal's at the moment, at 50% greater. He's just looking for a worker. Chinook going to go back, having collected some of ViViD's money there, I think, did it? Or did it collect from there? I wasn't 100% paying attention. I think it collected from here. Okay, there is a Chinook heading towards ViViD's base, but what is in it? It's a V, actually. There is a tech RPG already on it, though, and I'm not sure that V is going to escape. Might escape. Ooh, terrorist could have killed the Chinook there for a second. But ViViD is on top of the defense, but this is allowing ExCaL time to get some Vs out. He's got 3 Vs and 5 missile defenders so far. So he's just running around, try to slow down ViViD as much as possible, try and keep him defensive. Meanwhile, ExCaL will build up some Vs, trying to keep the pressure off his Chinooks. Is losing a lot of HP on that Chinook, though, and it is low now. I wonder if ViViD will be able to pop from that and finish it off. If they will, that'll be an extremely bad blow there. I wonder if that's going to be a tech RPG. Nope. So ExCaL escapes with his life with that Chinook. Would have been awfully bad if that did go down, but ExCaL has bought himself enough time to get a decent amount of Vs out. One is full, and 2 of them have got 2 missile defenders in. I think that's a good way to have it. I always prefer more full ones over lots of less full ones, if that makes sense. ExCaL drops off his damaged V, and he's collecting now with his damaged Nuke. ViViD is just everywhere. He's attacking with the quad on the right. He's got a tunnel on the left. He's defending in the middle of this massive tech RPG army. Maybe the 3 supply build is just better than what ExCal's strategy was, but ExCaL normally knows the best strategy, but apparently ViViD has got an even more solid one. I think 3 supply opening on here from GLA, definitely possible. ViViD is making it look like it's very strong for sure. Middle building here for ExCaL is going to go down. There is a combat Nuke already out, and are there any quads to defend against this? Okay, left side tunnel there from ViViD gets cleared. There is a technical enter in the base. Is a TNT, kills the 5-ace. It's worth 200 XP actually, a 5-ace Nuke. There is a combat Nuke out, and it's been scouted now as well, so that quad on the right is actually going to go back into his tunnel. ExCaL having cleared out all that left side now, ViViD can't see what's coming. But at least when he loses that tunnel, he won't be able to see what's coming, so he's dropping down another defensive tunnel on his far left side of the base. A load of technicals are going to run into the base. Is he going to find a dozer? Big tech RPG push. He's actually just going to focus hitting the supplies rather than actually hitting the Snooks. Quad cannons come in to defend against the combat Snook. Lost my words there for a second. 2 Snooks there do go down as well, and ViViD is just looking insane, isn't he? ExCaL only has this corner of the map now, but he's still got obviously a very strong army. A lot of missile defenders are evac'd here, and a lot of technicals crushed them. Combat Snooks move in, and they are winning the engagement here. Is that those are going to go down, or any combat Snooks going to go down? No, ExCaL has cleared everything, but he did lose 2 Vs though, and a dozer. There is 1 more dozer remaining, and ViViD is already on the way with the next wave. But I think ExCaL should be able to clear that. Combat Snooks move in. Would he focus on the weak one? He is, but it's a little bit too late. Yeah, ViViD's fully focused on double armors daily production at the moment. He is just playing insane at the moment, isn't he, ViViD? It's like a perfect strategy combined with a perfect execution. And that is what you are seeing from ViViD. Quads and RPGs seem to be the counter to everything that ExCaL has got. Normally when you got Vs and Ambo and the combat Snooks, normally that's like the most deadly combo. You're like, how the hell do I combat this? But ViViD seems to have it, which is quads and RPGs. Carpet Bomb comes from ExCaL on the main base of ViViD. True Carpet Bomb, and I love the screen shake, by the way. It's something they should have in all RTSs, the screen shake. I love the sound on that as well. Insane sound. Okay, another attack from ViViD over on the left-hand side. Is ExCaL going to see this? He should see it now. That's good map awareness there from ExCaL. Quads are going to find themselves in the back of the base, and Chinooks are going down. CC is up, and he's level 3 as well, so almost a carpet and artillery, but it's going to be Spectre and A10. Tries to get himself a V there at last second, but fails. This could be a TNT from ViViD. Oh man, when you think that's one attack cleared up, ViViD's already planned the next one. The next TNT already came in. 1 more terrorist still remains. Just going to park outside the barracks for now. Here comes the Spectre. Oil's not captured for ViViD. Spectre gunship is going to hit the main supply. Damages the arms dealer a little bit, but doesn't make any difference really. ExCaL is going to focus down the oils, even though they're neutral, not captured yet. But yeah, it's quite difficult for ViViD now, I think, because these Vs are very fully loaded. And is there still a combat Nuke flying around? There is a combat Nuke, but it's not... Yeah, it's not doing anything. It's just collecting money now. But ViViD probably still thinks there could be a combat Nuke. So he has to still make quads. And against Vs, quads are not that great. They're very bad, actually. Yeah, I think the momentum at the moment is with ExCaL, even though his base doesn't look gigantic. More green dots all over the map, but I think GLA needs that. Ooh, ViViD is on the palace and buggies. 1v... How is that V still alive, man? How is that V still alive? ExCaL's giving away XP here. I think it's like 26 XP per ranger. Ooh, is that a bit of a Fargo pop or not? I don't know, you know. Yeah, Fargo pop. I don't. Maybe not entirely. He probably thought he could almost win that. Maybe with the help of the buggies, maybe those Vs could have gone down. But yeah, he wasted a few quads there at least. He's got a few left in his tunnel. Probably got 2 buggies, 2 quads left inside of his tunnel. Air Force, or sorry, Airfield being deployed now by ExCaL. ViViD definitely giving him a run for the money here with the weaker army, but I only think maybe 70-30. I prefer the Air Force. A10 comes in. That's a nice little bait there from ExCaL, but unfortunately for him, ViViD actually pops from the back one. So the A10 doesn't achieve too much. As the game goes longer, though, ExCaL's got the better support powers. He's got Carpet, Spectre, A10, all this kind of mental stuff. Whereas GLA gets the bounty money. Yeah, the bounty money in the Rebel Ambush doesn't quite cut it against Carpet, A10, Spectre, all this mental stuff. Okay, ViViD is regaining some ground over on the left-hand side, and ViViD is also camping this spot. Remember, he's been collecting from here pretty much the whole time. Carpet bomb from ExCaL again. Is that going to achieve its target, though? There's quite a few quads here. Does go low. Spectre and Carpet are going to combine here. Supply goes down. Arms dealer survives. ViViD can just rebuild that straight away. He's got the cash for it. Actually popped over here on the left-hand side. Bit of a scrappy fight. 1v gets sniped. Buggies are picking off some stuff. Colonel Byrne goes to work. Is he going to go down, though? Yes, he does go down, actually. Does ExCaL need to win this engagement? I don't think he necessarily needs to. I think he's got more stuff back at home. He could make a few more Vs. But if he wins this engagement, it is a significant battle to win, for sure, because collecting from there is something he could very much do with, let's say. ExCaL does win the engagement, but it loses like, what, 3 Vs there, 1 there, maybe 4 or 5 in total. Combat Nuke now from ExCaL once again. Maybe he thinks ViViD has forgotten about Combat Nuke possibility. But there are still quads. Yeah, ViViD still wants to contest that left-hand side. He needs to keep ExCaL off that and off that. And ideally off that. Just to completely starve him of cash, let's say. ExCaL sees the worker. Firebase being built defensively on this left-hand side. Supply drop zone getting built in the main base. ExCaL considerably ahead in the XP department. Okay, Raptor comes in. That's probably going to be a split fire. Could be a triple split fire. Only a double. Still very decent. You picked off 2 buggies there for free. ExCaL is aware that a battle bus is on the way. Because of that drone, I think ViViD needs to move that. If you see a Jarman detected here, you need to move that radar van back and pick off that drone. Because otherwise, ExCaL knows what's coming now. He knows there's a battle bus, so he's going to be fully prepared. He's going to wait with the Raptor until he sees a battle bus and then hit it. It's actually even in terms of economy, because ExCal's not collecting from here still. Spectre gunship comes in on one of the markets. Happens to be the fake though, so that's about as well as it could have gone for ViViD. ViViD is level 3 and he's getting the bounty money as well. He got like, what was it? Might have been $400 from that. I don't know. It's too late here. My mind's not working. As you can see there, it's nearly midnight when I'm recording this video. I didn't see exactly how much he got from it. Ooh, the Raptors come in and all survive as well. Picked off like what? 2 or 3 buggies, I think. Please look, comes another battle bus. Doesn't kill the battle bus though. Combat Nuke moves in. Actually focused on one of the RPGs. Several quads pop though. Combat Nuke is gonna go down. This is an intense fight over here, but the Raptors should be back on the way in a second. I don't know how ViViD is winning this, to be honest. Is he winning this? He's attacking over here on the right hand side. ViViD is just playing out of his mind. Here comes the Raptors though. Battle bus gets annihilated this time. Okay, one tunnel gets cleared. The battle bus is obviously dead now. Only one market in play. Yeah, ViViD with this creep forward of the tunnels here, whilst also fighting that giant army from ExCaL over on the left. Quads come in. One Rap goes down now. And ViViD is killing Vs here. There's only 2 Vs and an Ambo remaining over there on the left side. Next wave is ready to go there from ExCaL. ViViD is still being aggressive, man. This guy is absolutely nuts. Can that one-shot it? No, it can't. Did wonder if it was Vet 2, can it one-shot it? If it was Vet 3, I think it can one-shot it then. Yeah, if it's Vet 3. The V's are already moving into the base though. There is a terrorist here, caught a little bit out in the open. If it dies, thought it might kill. Thought it might kill the quads as well. But I think ExCaL is on it, to be honest. I think he's on for a victory here. He's dropping down drop zones. I think if ExCaL was any other USA, I think he'd be dead by now, but I think the power of Air Force, the support powers, the point defense lasers, all that kind of stuff, is just showing why Air Force is so strong. But ExCaL definitely playing super solid, but ViViD also playing like an absolute beast, as we've seen him in the past however many games we've watched of him, 8 games or so. And ViViD is not done yet. He might have lost several battles all in key places, but he is definitely not finished. Quads and buggies is a bit of a bad position for ExCaL to move into. Just wastes his fully loaded V. I think it was like a vetted V as well, and an ambo. But ViViD's losing his main base. ExCal's floating like 8k. Leaflet bomb comes in. Yeah, I think ExCal's done it. He's floating 10k now. Maybe he's doing a big size. I think he might be doing a big size, and that might be a bit of mind games, you know, if he is doing that. And he is spending some more money now, maybe realizing you can't do a big size float against ViViD. Of course he's got a Jarman here to counter the Colonel Burton. Yeah, Colonel Burton must be dead. ExCaL seems to be fully transitioning into air units. Is that going to be Comanches? Thought he might invest into full wraps, but yeah, it looks like full Comanches. We're a triple airfield Comanches. But does ViViD have AP ammo? I don't know if he does, actually. But Colonel Burton's wrecking things. A10 comes in just as that completes to a real. Colonel Burton, wherever he is, should be able to finish that. But Jarman's out, though. Interesting battle here, because Jarman can get knifed. Oh, both have been scanned. Of course, you'd prefer to be Jarman in a long-range battle. But when you can't see the Burton and you're revealed, you could get knifed at any point. It's an interesting battle, actually. ViViD's arms dealer survives against the Wrap. Again, if that had been Vet 3, that would have been a kill. ExCaL selecting from here. He's also on 6 Comanches now. And that's going to be the end of ViViD. ExCaL gets him himself on the scoreboard earlier than the previous set. He's going to be happy with that 1-1, but ViViD definitely made him work for it. Insane. Absolutely insane play from ViViD, but ExCaL just proving to be too strong in this game number 2. Too many Comanches out now, and ViViD doing a bit of a Boyka strategy, just staying in a lost game now. Making ExCaL work as much as possible for it. ExCaL doesn't want to mess around. Don't let that worker build a tunnel. Another power being built. He's got a decent amount of drop zones. Spectre gunships, finishing what units he can. The Comanche should be able to go in and finish things now. Yeah, you can't win it with that smaller base. Against that many Comanches and that many drop zones now, that is 100% GG. ExCaL is sealing the deal though, building more drop zones. He's level 5 now, by the way. Rap's coming in from the side. Kills the arms dealer. Nice hit. Very nice hit. And ViViD has been defeated. 1-1 goes the score, but ViViD definitely made ExCaL work for that 100%. But very, very nice performance from ExCaL. Very, very strong with the old Air Force, combining air units with these all the way through, whether it be combat Nukes, Raps, and Comanches. Very, very nice to see indeed. Okay, moving on to game number 3 in this best of 11 set. Up in the north, we have ExCaL with the USA Vanilla with the purple color. Down in the south, we have ViViD with the green China tank. I'm gonna bet big money that ExCaL will go for a no eco here. First of all, a lot of people ask what is a no eco. A no eco is specifically about a USA army, any of the USAs, when they go for a no economy build order. They go in for 1 supply, 2 Chinooks typically. If it's like an ultra no eco, you'll go 1 Chinook, but typically you want to do 2 because it keeps your economy going at least a little bit. And you can still afford to make 2 Vs, 1 ambulance, and 10 missile defenders. You fully load your Vs, go across the map, and just win the game with those units. You want to micro it as well as possible. Keep the ambulance in the back, keep it healing the Vs whilst the Vs do the damage, and the Vs can go around, wreck the base, wreck the trucks, wreck GATs, everything. So it all comes down to the micro. How good is ExCaL's micro going to be here? You want to get them loaded up as fast as possible, get it across the map. Typically, what the first thing that one wants to do, if you're forced into an engagement with a GAT, of course, take it and try and kill the GAT and then go back and repair. But ideally, that one wants to get in and kill some trucks. Ideally, 2 trucks. So he picks off an outpost there for free. Doesn't get any XP for an outpost kill, by the way, because it's just an empty... well, it's not an empty unit, but it's just a unit that can't fight back. Arguably, you probably should for an outpost, though. Especially that infantry. 2 tank hunters inside do survive, so... ViViD's got the economy advantage at the moment, because ExCaL has gone for what I called a no eco. But ExCaL, if he has amazing micro here, which he probably is going to do, that's going to be hard for ViViD to take out this army for sure. ExCaL is also sending this dozer forward just as a distraction for the Gats. And ExCaL wants to kill these trucks ideally. ViViD pulling the trucks. It's going to probably start repairing this as well. Is ExCaL going to finish that? I think he is going to finish it. ExCaL chasing these units, trying to pick off as many Gats as he can. These trucks are still not collecting though, and it does go down. Gives some veterancy there. And actually 2 Crusaders now heading across the map as well. 1v close to going down, but I just think it's not enough. ExCal's already caused too much damage, and there's already 2 or 3 Crusaders heading across the map. It's considered a bit of a lame strategy, but I mean, doesn't matter if it's lame or not. If you get the win, you get the win. At the end of the day, when there's money on the line, or when there's a reputation on the line to win a best of 11, or whether it's Clan Wars or whatever, you're just going to do what you can to get the win. People say, yeah, dozer hunting's lame, or going to combat Chinook is lame, or no eco is lame, but it's the way the game is, and if there was ever a balance patch to fix it, I'm sure it would get fixed. But ExCaL got the win there, and he didn't lose any. Did he lose even any units? It says 1 unit destroyed, but it probably was a drone or something like that. So yeah, really well played there to ExCaL. Nice micro, nice execution, and ViViD just couldn't do anything about it. Okay, jumping into game number 4 of this best of 11 set. Up in the top right, we have ViViD with the green USA vanilla. Down in the bottom left, we've got ExCaL with the purple China tank. So question for me straight away is, are we going to see a no eco from ViViD? I personally think we are. The fact that we're seeing a dozer go forward like this. So what ExCaL is doing there, he's placed the barracks scaffold, and he's waypoint scouting here to see if there's going to be a barracks and a war factory. I think he's detected it, so he knows there's going to be a no eco. So his first 2 units should be like an outpost and a gap. He'll try and find this drone. He'll try and hold and try and catch this first V with the outpost and the gap. But even if you do that, if micro correctly, ViViD should still be able to win, as you saw in the previous game. That's how ViViD opened, with the GAT outpost and the GAT, and it still wasn't able to stop ExCal's no eco. So you want to get 5 missile defenders in here as fast as possible, and straight across the map as fast as possible. 2 Chinooks from ViViD. Outpost in the GAT. And it's just exactly the same situation as before. ViViD is hanging around a little bit longer with that first V, losing a little bit of HP on it, and the ambulance is nowhere to be seen as of yet. ViViD goes inside of that bunker, and a prop is already starting to be built by ExCaL. So far, ExCal's doing better in this matchup, I think. 2 tank hunters there could send that awfully low. But ViViD is going to, what's he going to do? Continue to push into the base. Tank hunters do focus on this 1V. But V is getting repaired, remember. Crusader heading into the back of the base in case there is a counter-attack from ExCaL, which there is a GAT on the way. But once that prop finishes, an ECM really changes the dynamic of this fight. Yeah, insane micro so far from ViViD, taking out a lot of GATs. Trucks going down, not pulled quite as fast as ViViD. Probably is an ECM on the way though. But even when there's an ECM out though, once it locks on, the missile deflecting no longer takes place, so the Vs are able to then still wreck the GATs. That's why this strategy is so insane. Crusader clears of the base. Crusader is already heading into the main base of ExCaL. And ExCaL moving in now with this, an ECM army. Decides to go back, though. I think the reason for that is that he knows there's a Crusader there. But he also knows there's a Crusader pushing into... or Crusaders and Vs pushing into his main base. ExCal's built a Battlemaster there as well. But yeah, this combo here of what ViViD is doing is insane. But ExCaL has the economy on his side. ViViD is the one under pressure to make something happen. But ExCaL is the one under pressure to defend and hold against these expertly microed Vs. And these Crusaders that just keep coming forward and coming forward. The scat around the back. Okay, 1V gets locked down. Are the Vs gonna go down? Because there's Crusaders here as well, plus a V helping out. All of the Gats are fading, though. All of the Gats are fading. Gat in the base has gone down as well, and ViViD has maybe still done it. Despite the amazing attempt there from ExCaL and the aggression from ExCaL as well. Like with the Gat around the back doing the harassment. Just shows this strat is insane. Even though he's got ECMs out now, he's got no firepower, none of the Gats. Outpost sneaks out just in time. ExCaL is focused on chasing away that V. Ambulance comes in for the crush on the tank hunters. Blazelock comes in on the Battlemaster. But ViViD, I think, has maybe got a little bit too much. Especially long distance collecting from the mid. I think he's sacked off his Crusader. He knows that's going to go down. Crusader is such a cool tank, by the way. Yeah, this is intense, man. This is... super high level play from both players. Ambulance goes down. Is ViViD going to lose that V? Yeah, is ViViD faltering here? I think he perhaps is. Where's the next wave from ViViD? Is he going to be able to hold against this? Wow. How the hell are those still alive, man? What are we seeing? How? It's only an... Oh, gets a vet to ECM. Okay, that's good. It's going to auto-heal. So I think they start as Vet 1 for tank, don't they, anyway? They do behave different as well to other Chinas as well. I think they automatically lock onto units. It's like they're always in aggressive mode. Whereas I think, like, China Vanilla, I don't know if they do. It's kind of like we've... kind of like deja vu here. Kind of like we've rewinded a little bit. Now ViViD's applying pressure on the right hand side. Trucks are going down. Black Lotus is out though. ViViD's still trying to make stuff happen on the left side as well, just with 1V and an ambulance. And ViViD is determined to close the game out early. He does not want to start dropping down another supply and a strat and all that stuff. He's still trying to make it work just with 2Vs and an ambulance. This is some intense micro going on. ExCaL has managed to capture one oil. It's going to capture him probably the second oil in a second. Yeah, one thing ViViD could do is either drop down a strat soon or a CC, because he's level 3. So he'll be getting carpet, A10 Inspector if he goes to the CC thing. ViViD's actually just going to sacrifice his base and actually go for the counter-attack. I wonder if ExCaL still has enough to defend this, though, with a Battlemaster and some Gats. I think he might have enough still to defend this. Crusader gets focused down, but the Vs are going to town on these units. Ooh, only 1V remains. ExCal's bringing all of his stuff back. Mine's dropped here. This is insane, man. We keep coming down to so few units. But I wonder if that's it now. He's locked down the last 4V. Yeah, ViViD's been defeated. Wow, that is insane.
You are victorious.
That was some intense micro, man. And ExCaL was just refusing to get no eco there. Yeah, really nice hold. Really nice timing of the prop. And the micro there from the GATS ECMs mixing in the Battlemaster at the right time. It's probably as perfect as a hold you could have wished for there from ExCaL. Well done. Okay, moving on to the next match. Up in the north, we have ExCaL with the GLA Stealth in the purple color. Down in the bottom left, we have ViViD with the green superweapon. Looking like ExCaL's going to get his revenge here, taking a 3-1 lead. And it's not like ViViD's been playing bad. It's not like that at all. Yeah, ViViD has been playing super solid, but ExCaL maybe just slightly better, has managed to get himself up to 3-1. We've got 2 supply build here from ViViD. Sending his dozer down to the right side. Is he going to build like an EMP in a weird position, like hidden behind that building? Could perhaps be. Or is he just... I think he's just looking actually for a 3 supply build here from ExCaL. I think that's what he's looking for. Or yeah, a worker by the oil. So ViViD's just gone for a kind of normal build. But yeah, looking for the crush just with a normal dozer rather than dropping it off with a Chinook. Tech RPG from ExCaL. I think it's Tech RPG, isn't it? Or is it a TNT? Goes for the power. I think he knows that normally ViViD likes to actually go for an EMP. So hitting the power would knock the EMP off. But actually he's not built on EMP. He's not done it. But the power does slow ViViD's production down a lot, and ExCal's also expanded to a 3rd supply very, very quick. Big Tech RPG from ExCaL. Almost takes down a V. ExCal's playing this perfect so far. Difficult position to engage this, but I think ViViD will be able to clear it up eventually. I think that V needs to disappear. And the rest of it should be able to be cleared up by ViViD with relative ease. I think if he mixes an ambulance in now, drops down a firebase, which he's doing already, and then sends his stuff across the map, he could maybe cause significant damage and maybe even close out the game. He needs to do something now, because if he just sits in his base while ExCal's nearly on 4 supplies, then he's going to be having a hard time. ViViD is going for the oils. Apparently, though, he doesn't have the capture upgrade. And does that have something in it? No, it's empty. So ViViD could charge across the map now and make something happen. For sure. I wonder if ExCaL will try to defend it, or if he'll just go for the base trade. But I think a recurring theme that I'm noticing, at least, is that players are scaling up their base and economy up as quick as possible. That 3rd supply was down like very, very quick, and that's the 4th supply down was insanely quick there as well. ExCaL comes in, picks off one of the Vs there with his technicals, and another V there as well. But all the rest of the technicals do go down. ViViD could continue to push. I do wonder if there's too many technicals now coming out. ViViD behind this is going for a strat. Aggressive tunnel there from ExCaL. Technical straight down the middle of the map. It's going to be engaged, though. Is it going to... No, it's not going to hit anything. I think all of it will get stopped. Yeah, all of it gets stopped. It's a nice little victory there for ViViD. I think if he sends his Vs now across the map with the search and destroy, ExCaL will have a hard time dealing with it, but there is another technical in the way. Just an empty one. It's just looking for the capture. Tech RPG from ExCaL. Very nice pick off. 1V, I think it was an MTV. But if ViViD can just pick off that technical, he can clear this up. Oh, he's not focused it. He's not focused it. He's actually paying attention in the main base. Needs to protect that ambulance. Do not lose that ambulance because it's going to repair your whole army for the rest of the game probably. Maybe cost you the game or maybe you win you the game. Yeah, ambulance. Ooh, survives actually. And ExCaL committed a lot to that. He lost a few technicals there. Still try and pick off that ambulance, but ViViD doing the right thing, keeping it at the side of the map while using the Vs to actually combat it. And ExCal's losing a lot here. That's bad micro there from ExCaL. Stinger sight goes down, and ExCal's base is now at risk of going down. Meanwhile, back at home, ExCaL is maybe looking for the dozer hunt.
General, our land is being attacked.
It's actually an empty technical. ViViD clearing up the whole base. Both arms dealers have gone down. Palace is being built. ExCaL is getting 1 oil. Ooh, TNT comes in. Almost missed that one. Dozer survives. Dozer now being picked up. Yeah, I think ExCal's main chance of winning there was a dozer hunt and a base trade. I don't think he has anything to base trade, and I don't think he has anything more now to dozer hunt. I think that needed to happen. Was it a tech RPG combined with a terrorist or two tech terrorists? Not sure, but ExCal's whole base now has been cleared. This is definitely winnable, obviously, the other way as well as the stealth. I would actually prefer to play stealth here rather than super weapon, for sure. So yeah, if ViViD can win here with the super weapon, then he's definitely got a good chance of equalizing, 100%. It's his GLA as well, which, as you've heard me say before, his GLA is insanely powerful. You always hear people talk about his insanely powerful GLA. Okay, that oil and artillery platform goes down, and both of these arms dealers are going to get found as well. That's going to go down insanely fast because it's a fake. And now that's going to go down, which is the real, but I don't know if ExCaL has any units. No, he doesn't have any mobility because he has no technicals, so he can't make anything happen. He's literally just got RPGs, and they should be cleared by the Vs. So he's still got the search and destroy. So you can just outrange everything here of the GLA. There is a stealth palace, though. I'm pretty sure ViViD's aware of it. There is a hijacker looking for a dozer, but you can't hijack a flying Chinook. At least I don't think so, even when it's landed. Someone wrote on a previous video that you can hijack air units. Can you hijack a landed helix? Maybe you can, you know. You can't hijack like Auroras and Raptors and stuff. I don't think. Can't remember the last time I tried, to be honest. Yeah, hijacker ain't going to achieve much, I'm afraid. And ViViD is clearing everything. He's now got 2 groups of Vs. Yeah, I think the game might have been over ever since that push around the side and the failed counter-attack from ExCaL. I think if he'd got the dozer hunt, he might have been able to bunker his way to victory. Probably would have been a much more interesting game if that had happened. Okay, technical now coming in from ExCaL. It's probably going to be a TNT, isn't it? What's he going to get, though? He's going to get the search and destroy, actually, rather than the production. Does make these units weaker because they have to actually now engage tunnels properly without just outranging everything.
Let's kick up some dirt.
How about the test drive, huh?
He's got his hijacker on 1. He's got his technical on 2. shredded around trying to find this dozer. Oh yeah, he's taking out the strat. But actually, he's not hunted anyway, is he? Because he's got this flying around dozer. He can just still make it. I don't think ViViD will take the risk. I don't think ViViD's going to take the risk. So ViViD continues to clear up ExCaL around the map. One V there gets picked off. Artillery platform going to be annoying, but there's three Vs in here now, and there's 2 ambulances as well. Yeah, this building should be cleared. These Vs are very, very full, by the way. ViViD's not taking the risk at all. He knows there's a hijacker around because he saw it before. ViViD moves in close, going to take out the artillery platform. Needs to be careful of the splash damage, but it doesn't look close enough. And now the oil will be focused down as well. And ExCaL doesn't have very much at all. He's trying to drop down a second supply. Okay, ViViD now building a CC with the dozer. A little bit risky, but he's got it quite well covered, hasn't he, with 4 Vs with the drones. ExCaL is looking for it. Technical coming in as well as a few buggies. Buggies come in, hit the V, but the V doesn't go down even to 3 buggies because it's Vet 3. Oh man, it's like protect the dozer at all costs. Tech RPG comes in, it's not going to achieve anything there. Dozer redrops. If that CC gets up, and yeah, he's nearly level 5, man. What the hell? If he kills one more thing, he's going to be level 5. Yeah, 1 tunnel or something like that. It's going to be level 5. That's going to be Spectre, A10. Fuel air bomb. Everything. Everything will be on its way. Pathfinder's now out as well. Yeah, this game is over, I'm afraid. This one is over. ExCaL needs a lot more than what he has to win this palace being built. This is the last bit of aggression out on the map for ExCaL, unless there's a secret tunnel somewhere I haven't seen. I don't think so. RPG goes down 2, and yeah, ViViD's got complete control of this game now. He's rebuilding his strat. His dozer's fully out in the open now, doing what it wants. He can actually breathe for once. I think ViViD knows, to be honest. He might be like scared of a secret tunnel down here somewhere that he might have missed, but I think otherwise he knows. Here comes the fuel air bomb. Here comes the Spectre supply gets sold. A10 coming in as well. A10 should be between there, maybe. Ooh, if it was between there, it would have killed both. But either way, he's killed the supply and the arms there. I think that's the barracks, isn't it? Is it the barracks? Yeah, there should be no way ExCaL can win this. Does he have anything? He's got, I think, 3 quads and 3 buggies. But ViViD's already dropping down a strat and a airfield. ExCaL doing what he can with the few units that he can. Got 4 buggies still. This quad is probably going to get picked off though. ExCaL building the market. But ViViD's collecting from here. There is a quad on the way to harass though. I think something from ViViD will be there to defend it by the time that can even kill one Chinook. There's already a V on the way. It's only got 1 MD in it, but it's a half HP quad at least. Yeah, it goes down. Ooh, Colonel Burton kills 1 buggy. It's not too bad for ExCaL, better than killing your whole army. But ExCaL has been defeated though, and an Aurora was out anyway. But yeah, it's GG. It was GG from the moment. I think he pushed into that base, and also ExCaL's counterattacks just didn't work. He needed to kill that dozer, needed to go for the base trade. Maybe rather than sacrificing all the technicals, maybe just fully commit into a full base trade and then force ViViD to go back, or yeah, something like that. But yeah, GG, well played. ViViD gets himself to 3-2, and I think he's probably got a good chance of equalizing now, playing with the stealth as well, having already won with the super weapon. But let's see. Okay, jumping into the next game. Down at the bottom left, we've got ExCaL with the super weapon in the purple. Up at the top right, we've got ViViD with the GLA stealth in the green. Yeah, interesting they're playing on Canyon of the Dead and not Canyon Frost, because Canyon Frost is pretty much the same map as this, but it's like a little bit flatter in places, I think. I think there's a bit more room around the back of the supplies. Just tiny little differences like that. I think it just overall plays better and looks better. I prefer the white maps over this like style green. But yeah, the Canyon Frost is the World Series 2022 map that's going to be played. But this is not. So yeah. So ExCaL just going for a plain War Factory barracks build, no dozer drop and no dozer crushers. And by the looks of things, maybe he doesn't want to give scrap to the first technical that comes out. He's actually going for an ambulance drop. That is interesting. Because the ambulance will lose HP pretty quickly to the tunnel. And a technical can just pick it off anyway, so that any scrap that he saved from the dozer will just be gained by that. And he'll still gain Vet 2 from the ambulance kill as well. Yeah, it does. Is he going to get the scrap though? Doesn't look like it. He might have distracted ViViD enough so his first attack isn't that great. It does stop the first TNT. ViViD is already building a tunnel here though, and he already is building a tunnel here, of course. I think one thing I've seen ExCaL do in the past is like drop down a fire base there and just automatically force fire these buildings down. Like from the beginning to stop the GLA camping him at some point. Yeah, camping this entrance, it's basically impossible to push that unless you get flashbangs, search and destroy, this kind of stuff. Okay, ExCaL going to push out across the map as fast as possible. Only 3 Vs and an ambulance. Going to run straight into a tunnel though. These are not the most fully loaded Vs I've ever seen, but it might be enough to get the job done. I think that's enough to try to hold. ViViD does have a tech RPG. Army, the laser lock comes in from ExCaL from 2 of the MDs that got evac'd. This is quite a nice attack so far, I think, from ExCaL. And back in his base is looking kind of okay. Ambulance comes in to get some crushers. Technicals come in, finish off the MDs. And can ExCaL defend that now? Because he's evac'd a few of his MDs. Kind of even, to be honest. Killing them workers in a tunnel, but also losing the V and a few missile defenders. Kind of even. Probably prefer it for the super weapon. It's better than just staying in your base and getting wrecked. Which is mostly what happens. against stealth as super weapon. 1v here does get picked off. Very nice from ViViD. The strong technical goes down. There is a hellbound missile flying around. One more V goes down. ViViD is on the third, by the way. And he's still camping that entrance, sending a quad. Oh, I mean, if you put it there, that's very bad. That is very bad indeed. Because ExCaL can't collect from there now at all. It's not like ExCaL can go and clear it either because of that building. It does make things a lot more difficult. It's a weird shadow. Very weird shadow. But I think it's because the angle of the sun is really low. I think it's like sunset or something, as you can see there. But ViViD's gone in for a counter attack actually, and 1v there is at risk of going down. If that's a TNT, that firebase will go down as well. Firebase does go down, and ViViD is now well and truly in the base. ExCaL is forced to come back and defend this. ExCaL building an EMP to defend his top supply. ViViD's got so many technicals out there, and another V falls. I wonder if he should engage that or not. He's going to commit to it at least a bit by the looks of things. One more V there does go down. He lost a lot of technicals for that. I do question whether that was worth it or not. Yeah, nice micro so far from ExCaL. He has lost a few Vs here and there, but the majority of the big fights, and there's lots of Vs involved, he has been winning those. Stride center being built. ViViD's still climbing in numbers with the technicals though. No palace in sight. Another TNT being prepared by ViViD. I think he wants to finish the game now rather than getting the palace and all that kind of stuff. Technicals move in. Is he going to be able to finish a V? He does finish a V. Finishes another V there as well. How full are these now for ExCaL? Yeah, those two are pretty full. Yeah, okay. They've got like 3 missile defenders in each. Maybe one of them's got 4. Will he set search and destroy straight away, or will he wait a bit, drop the airfield, and then do search and destroy?
Search and destroy.
Okay, search and destroy straight away. So that's revealed that he's on search and destroy. Nice attack there from ViViD. Only going to really lose 1 technical. I think that one will escape when it comes back to life. These RPGs here might actually kill that EMP. At least ExCaL has to send stuff back to defend it. Don't know what that is. Probably a TNT, isn't it? Yeah, it's TNT. There's a terrorist here. 3 terrorists to kill the strat. Yeah, ExCaL's tech has been reset, so that airfield's not going to achieve anything. But this technical, I think, has got 1 more terrorist left. Yep. Nice. Nicely played. Nicely played. Whoa. EMP from the back. Wasn't paying attention there for a second. Not quite sure what it's killed though. Was that airfield? I'm not sure what it was. Big technical push here from ViViD. Takes out a number of units. One more V has fallen. And that ambulance is low. ExCaL's desperately trying to... Oh, I think it was a power. He's desperately trying to rebuild the search and destroy. Now dropping down the power. So close to 100% though. 92% currently. But the buggies are out now as well, and maybe that's going to be enough then. The aggression has been crazy from ViViD. Tunnel at the top, but a ranger will find it. Down at the bottom right, ViViD has control of the oil. Yeah, one market is in play. Beacon on the search and destroy. Because if you press space, it'll take you to the last known thing, and if it's a search and destroy, spacebar will take you to it. I don't know if that's a bug in the game or if it was an intended thing. I'm gonna guess it's probably a bug. TNT on the war factory, very nice. He's been proper on point with his TNTs. So yeah, no more V is going to be produced until another war factory is produced. Here it comes. Okay, battle bus is back out. I think it's something that Fargo started. Which basically have a battle bus against the USA, but put your Jarman inside of it. Oh, the Vs. Trying to close down the buggies, but there's just too many buggies. And the Vs just get absolutely shredded. There's a Colonel Burton out, but there's also a Jarman. If the Colonel Burton starts fighting, the Jarman will hit straight away. Oh, Jarman. Not even sure what is going on there. It's like his bullet is hitting, he must have an armored plate in his back or something, that guy. I think he was shooting things that weren't dying. John McCall just clearing up everything. CC is being built in a nice hidden position. But I do wonder, does ExCaL have any chance now? Because ViViD's floating like 8k. Supply here goes down. John McCall going crazy. ViViD is not getting the bounty money, by the way. That's a mistake there from ViViD, but he seems to be just winning the game anyway. He doesn't... Maybe just thinks, yeah, you know what? I don't need it, actually. Yeah, ViViD is level 4 as well, so not getting the bounty money at that point. It's very bad. Technical comes in with some TNTs inside and hits the war factory. And ExCal's been defeated, yeah.
You have been defeated.
Well, yeah, I was going to say stealth is a stronger army. It should win. I think ExCaL maybe made a little bit of a boo-boo, not winning with the stealth, but ViViD made it happen. The constant aggression, TNTs, upgrading to the palace at the right time whilst keeping the technical count high all the way before that was very, very nice. Down in the south, we've got ExCaL with the USA vanilla in the purple. All the way in the north, we have ViViD, and I don't know what he is at the moment. It's some kind of a China. Maybe China vanilla. But he is with the green color. Yeah, it's getting kind of late here now. 0040, 40 minutes past midnight on a work night as well. So I'm going to start missing little things here and there. It is infantry, actually. Is infantry from ViViD, war factory and the barracks. War factory and the barracks from ExCaL. So his first V is probably going to head across the map, try and keep ViViD as busy as possible. It's actually a... it's actually an ambulance. Something I first saw Shay doing, actually. It's weird how you remember the players that started these kind of trends. But yeah, first person I saw doing this was actually Shay. So that can actually take quite a few shots from like tank hunters before going down. Obviously, you can evac your missile defenders. Lays lock like even outposts, dozers, or trucks. You're primarily probably trying to get in and hit the trucks. But currently, he's trying to crush a missile defender. Does get it. But the problem is, if you've done that as your first attack and it doesn't achieve so much, you've then left yourself with not very much back at home in order to deal with the first outpost. And the first outpost is headed straight for this firebase. Truck gets the crush on the MDs. Does ExCaL have any more left inside of there? No, it looks like that hasn't achieved all so much. And if they just evac now, kill the firebase, kill the dozer, that's a big blob of infantry units that's going to be hard to deal with for ExCaL. To be honest, I always find this matchup hard. Like, how do you deal with that early on as the USA? Unless you open like double barracks and go flashbangs. It's like that first outpost is always a killer. You basically need to keep the infantry as busy as possible so you can get out a decent number of units to engage these properly later on. But even then, like, if you've got a load of tank hunters, your Vs can still go down very, very fast. So yeah, these are just going to focus down the Vs now. Probably ignore the ambulance. 1 V falls. 2 Vs fall. And ExCaL's not been collecting there the whole time. And there's another outpost on the way. Or already in the base, rather. Firebase there goes down. That initial ambulance attack didn't do enough, in my opinion. Maybe you shouldn't have killed the minigunner. Maybe you should have just gone over there and laid lock some trucks that way. Maybe that would have done a little bit more. 2 ambulances go down, and they're pretty hardy against tank hunters. But ViViD's just on it, man. ExCaL just got deleted very, very fast. And yeah, it's probably thinking, you know what? I can't deal with just 4 tank hunters in my base now because I lost all my Vs. But it's just them first 2 outposts, man. All he has to do is send it to your base, load it up, send it to your base, and evac, and you could probably just leave it on attack move, or you could just leave him there. Okay, so jumping into the next game. We've got ExCaL now with the China Infantry up in the north. We've got 4-3 for ViViD, so he's come from behind, actually. He's won the last 3 in a row. ViViD has. Down in the south, we have the green USA Vanilla for ViViD. Yeah, interested to see how ViViD might handle this differently. Will he make that ambulance? I'm guessing probably not. I do think firebases are your key to victory. If there was ever a balance patch, I actually think this is probably a matchup that needs to get looked at. Is the infantry, that first outpost, as long as your defense is nice at the beginning, like you make a tank hunter, put it here, tank hunter here, just in case of like a dozer drop or anything weird. As long as you get that first outpost out and just send it to the enemy base, it just causes so many problems. It's so hard to deal with. But let's see what ViViD is going to do differently. I wonder if ExCaL's messed his trucks up there with the mines. Maybe he has. I don't know if it's the perfect supply placement. Maybe they've got himself into a perfect position now. So ExCaL's going to try and grab himself that bunker. ViViD did go for the ambulance, and he's actually gone straight to the main base.
Lost.
Laser locks the outpost. That's a bit of a difference. If he stops that, it stops the first attack at least, or significantly delays it. Firebase has been stopped though. Dozer goes down.
My missile launcher right here.
Looks like one truck might go down. Second outpost is out. And that's also chasing it. So ViViD's doing his job here in delaying ExCaL as much as possible. He took out one truck and significantly damaged 2 outposts. So maybe that's a key to winning this matchup. Head straight for the war factory. Yeah, it's done quite a lot, that ambulance. It's delaying here. Killed 1 truck. Massively delayed 2 outposts. I mean, they're still going to head across the map and probably still wreck ViViD. Probably still delete him from the map. Nice truck kill there from ViViD. Very nice. Okay, this ambulance is still wrecking things, man. ExCaL is having a lot of trouble with that. He's sending another outpost over there. But ViViD is gathering his V numbers. I probably would say he's getting the tow upgrade as well, because he's floating a bit of cash there. Maybe he's cut the production of V's to upgrade the tow missile. This finally gets cleared up, but it takes a full outpost to deal with it. ExCaL now putting the pressure on these Chinooks. They do get fooled. Nah, it doesn't look like he's getting the tow upgrade right now, but he's getting the flashbang upgrade though. Definitely don't think it's worth sacrificing these Vs when you've got flashbangs already there. Yeah. After that engagement, so many Vs went down. I think ExCaL might have done it. Search and destroy now in play. I mean, maybe ViViD's got a chance. With the extra range, if he can laser lock these and use the flashbangs, maybe he has got a chance. ExCaL currently still collecting on 2 supplies. Pretty much unhindered now. Kerner Burton is now out. ExCaL has not hunted, he still has 2 dozers. These will clear up all that. So I think that 5 ace will survive, just. No, apparently not. Okay. Helix is now out. Nice evac, nice kills on the Vs. That should be GG now, I think. There's going to be a Helix in the base anytime now as well. ViViD not paying attention with those units. He could have laser locked that outpost. Helix is already here now. That's going to hunt him and kill the strat, no doubt. Yeah, well played to ExCaL. But yeah, I just think Infantry is just so strong against against Laser, USA, whatever. Especially like superweapon. It's just so hard to get anything done.
You are victorious.
Yeah, I think delaying the inf in the beginning and then going for 5 aces behind it seems to be one of the ways to victory. So yeah, 4-4, all even so far. Okay, welcome to the next game. We're on Blossoming Valley by Relax, and up in the north we have ExCaL with the super weapon in the purple. All the way down in the south we've got ViViD with the China Nuke in the green. Are we going to see a no eco? It does not look like it actually. ExCaL is going to play a normal build order, 2 supplies. Bit like Tournament Desert and like Vendetta as well. You have Bit of a oasis kind of thing in the corner. Bit of a weird texture going on there though. You see how it's just like a completely flat line. Some of the map makers got me looking at some of these details. You see like that? They would be saying, this is not the best made map in the world. Well, ViViD going for a forward supply with a forward barracks. Okay, Cat is the first unit out from ViViD, and V from ExCaL, as you would imagine. Only one missile defender inside of it. Cat is going to head all the way over to the left, but there's going to be another V ready with 3 missile defenders, and that should be enough to kill that Gat. Unless ExCaL messes up the micro a lot, but don't think he will. Someone having a bit of a rave there. Go China, go China. Looks a little bit like Black Lotus clothes, but with shorts version. 1V almost goes down, but the 3 missile defender V comes in. But there is a troop crawler and a tank hunter push, and ViViD behind this is on 3 supplies, so strong build. One V there is going to go down awfully fast. Missile defenders here are going to go down as well. We've just gone for a counter attack on these trucks. Another V is going to go to his death. It's actually an ambo, but ViViD's on it. ExCaL wasn't paying attention to that ambo anyway. ExCaL might have to bail on his base, but the war factory there has already gone down, and there's a Gat in from the side killing the Chinooks. ExCaL pulling the Chinooks, but a little bit late. If these Vs get vetted as well, ExCaL can still win the game. I think he could have done a bit better retargeting there. Got the last hit with the Vs to get him vetted. Might come into play. Gonna hit the power now. One V has been picked off by the Gats, but there's 1 V remaining. Troop crawler is chasing it for now, but I think a V there is going to go down as well. So ExCal's paying attention in 2 places at the moment. ExCaL only has $400 though, and he's not collecting any more. Whereas time is on ViViD's side; he can just keep producing tank hunters and Battlemasters, Gats, whatever you want to make. ExCaL only has 3 missile defenders inside of that V. But he's got himself caught a little bit here, but I think that V is probably strong enough to get himself out of it. He's going to go a little bit low though. Oh, it goes down. That's got to be GG, because ExCaL doesn't have any cash left. He's got 3 MDs, but there's trucks collecting all over the place. ViViD no doubt will be able to clear that up. Yeah, GG. He throws in the towel. That's a very quick game, actually. 4 minutes 44. Don't know if there's a loss of concentration. I don't know what time these games were played at, or did ViViD just surprise him there with a troop crawler, tank hunter push? I think probably. But he went for the base trade, but yeah, lost the base trade. So yeah, well played there to ViViD. 5-4 goes the score. Okay, jumping into the next game. Could be the last one if ViViD wins, and it could also be the second to last one if we go to a decider. Down in the south, we've got ExCaL with the China Nuke in the purple color. Drone being placed down on top of him straight away there. Up in the north, we've got ViViD with the green superweapon general. ViViD changing this up a little bit. He's actually gone for 2 supplies over on the left side. He's gone for this massive one of 40k. As well as that one, only like 19k. That one's got 30. ExCaL trying a bit of a copycat build here. The barracks. War factory back in the main base. Okay, Troop Crawler is the first unit, actually. No gap. ViViD's first unit, of course, is a V. It's got 2 missile defenders inside of it. It's dropping down to 5 ace. ExCaL going hard with this Troop Crawler and Tank Hunter push. ViViD from the side here has realized what's up. He's trying to pick off what units he can as fast as he can. Could pick off that 1 tank hunter there, I think. Oh, this V is at risk of going down, though. Does evac. And the missile defender goes down. That's a very nice start there from ExCaL. Probably about as nice as you could have wanted. The 5 aces are already being deployed, so ExCaL is on a timer here to make something happen now. ExCaL continues to push. Bees continue to go to work on these infantry. Blaze Locker and the 5 ace go to work on the GAT. GAT goes down. Blaze Locker comes on the Troop Crawler. Troop Crawler's empty. Doesn't give XP anyway, if I'm not mistaken. But the tank hunters are too thin here, I think. Another unit here is going to come out, and another 5 ace is complete. And I think that rush there from ExCaL has not achieved enough. He did kill that first V, and it was looking good. But otherwise, the defense behind that from ViViD, maybe it's a little bit too good. Maybe ExCaL needed a little bit more damage doing. ExCaL now has a 3rd supply, but only just. He's trying to get in around the back to try and cause some damage to these Chinooks. There's a bit of damage, ultimately goes down. ExCaL building a prop on the extreme of the map. We're doing a bit of a push here in the middle. ExCaL can't really go in the base because those 5 aces are in annoying positions. Search and Destroy now deployed, which makes these Vs even harder to deal with. ExCaL realizes actually chasing them Vs might not be the best thing in the world to do, so maybe just go for the base trade instead. There is another V there. And ViViD coming back, actually trying to pick off the back end of this army. Power plant is going to be hit. Red Guard are going to be hit from the back as well. ExCaL is actually in the back of the base with a Gatling tank, not Gatling cannon. ViViD rushes to the defense and secures his base. Just a big load of purple dots at the entrance here. ExCal's got mines here on this supply, but no trucks currently. They got picked off earlier by ViViD, but ViViD with the search and destroy here should be able to. Should be able to clear up all of these, and that 1V does fall. I feel like that's a bit of a mistake from ViViD. He could have pulled that back, but I think ultimately you still probably prefer this position over ExCal's, although he is on a 4th supply. He is back collecting on this one now, although it will be slow because the mines and stuff, it'll slow things down. EMP now been deployed on the right. I don't think any units can sneak past there, maybe just a Lotus. First Overlord is out. You see him, let's back it up with these Gats. Remember, ExCaL is fighting to win this challenge, win this best of 11, or fighting to stay in it rather. 1 more loss, and he is the loser of the set. So ExCal's on Overlords and he's on an oil. ViViD decides to kill his own oil, stop the ExCaL from taking it. But there are EMPs in the right places, going to stop this Overlord army from coming in, and that Overlord gets picked off. Big key unit there, pick off for ViViD. He's way ahead in XP. Yeah, ExCaL's got to be thinking, how am I going to break through those EMPs? He's dropping down a nuke. That supply there has been sold. I think he knows that Colonel Burton planted a bomb on it. I think that's probably the reason. There is a dead slash drunk guy there, in case you're wondering. And that waving person seems to have either gone or died. ViViD now in the base with search and destroy Vs. Is that V going to go down? It is. But at what cost? It's not going to go down, actually. ViViD decides to come back and help his mate. Well, the V mates came back and helped their V mate. And ExCaL's got to be thinking, you know what? This is not looking that good. He does have a nuclear missile, though. He's probably hoping to get nuke mix ASAP. I wonder if ViViD would have killed him by the time the first nuke mix get up or not. So all the middle here is getting cleared. Barracks getting cleared. Supply there is going to go down as well. Aurora's now out. Kills 2 Overlords. One of them survives, though, and the Aurora does go down. But I mean, that other Overlord is like pretty much dead, and I don't know if that army can achieve anything anyway. Might kill that Chinook if ViViD's not paying attention. But ExCaL is losing his base. There is no nuke mix. Even if there was one nuke mix, you could just press X on that army and it would not be able to be killed. And I think that is it for ExCaL. You know, I think he's lost this set. ExCaL only has a few buildings left. He's trying to rebuild an airfield, and ExCaL has been defeated. What an amazing performance there from ViViD, defeating ExCaL for a second time in a best of 11 set. Not the easiest thing to do in the world, probably one of the hardest things to do in Zero Hour, actually. So really well played to ViViD, especially starting from 3-1 down, bringing it back to 6-4 is really, really insane. So ViViD's just on another level at the moment, isn't he? Just really, really crazy. Look at units destroyed. Just shows how efficient he was. Like that nice little compact base there in the top left is very, very nice. Anyway, it's 1:03 AM. I've still got another few sets to cast, which I'm going to leave till tomorrow. By the time you're watching this, yeah, you'll be watching this 2 days in the future or something. Anyway, let me know what you thought. Do you like these best 11 casts? Do you prefer when I just do one-off replays, or do you prefer when I do the whole set? Do you watch the whole thing? Do you skip through? Do you like anti-spoilers? Let me know your comments down below. Hit like if you enjoyed the set, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. GG.